Today's presentation is all about referrals and 5 steps to get more. Just a little bit of background. Myself, Steve Holmes, one of the co-founders of Feedsy and directors of Feedsy, but also we've got Gavin Close here as well.
Hello.
But I have just some background because we've actually got all AMP attendees today. I've had a 25-year career with AMP, and I love the brand. I still got a lot of friends and also clients within the AMP circle. So I do love advice and passionate about advice. So just what is Feedsy all about? So Feedsy is all about creating goodwill for your brand with regular communications and writing that goodwill or even great will to generate referrals. And all while being really easy, making your life beautiful and easy so you can actually get on and grow your business, which is really important. Referrals, as you would know, being in business, is the greatest compliment that your business can receive. And we're in business ourselves. We love referrals. And basically it is a compliment, but there's also validation that you're doing something well. And I think that's probably one of the nicest things about referrals. We know you love stats. So we're going to sort of just take you through a few stats. Nothing more than perhaps probably validate what you do so well or what you know already, but it really validates why referrals are so important in terms of growing our businesses.
And there's been tons of research on referrals too, and so there's actually quite a bit of science behind it.
Yeah, we're going to sort of uncover that today. So I guess firstly, 92% of consumers trust referrals from people they know. People are 4 times more likely to buy when referred by a friend. And 74% of consumers identify word of mouth as a key influencer in their purchasing decision. Furthermore, a referred customer is 18% more loyal than a customer acquired by any other means, and the referred customers are more profitable. And that's because you're getting the right type of client, and also they're actually coming back for more year on year. So that ongoing service is actually stickier. They're going to stay with you, and they're more likely to refer others as well. So that's why referrals work, and don't just refer on, don't just work in the short term, but longer term as well. Some more research. So, Gavin, we have done some fair bit of research on this, and Gavin will just take you through a little bit of the research we have done.
In a recent survey, which we can send you a copy of if you like, we found that we asked the question simply, what is the biggest marketing challenge for you this year, 2018? And the second most, popular challenge was referrals, the top one being leads. But when we actually dig a bit deeper, we find that most people are getting their leads from referrals. So you can see those two together, put referrals as a very important part, or I guess a big challenge for most small businesses today.
Absolutely. And I think while we've got that research up, I'll just launch our first poll. This will be the first of 3 polls. And I just want to know if referrals are currently the biggest source of new clients for your business. While we're getting that research or that information from you, we do want to thank you as well, because we did ask you before the webinar, what problems are you trying to overcome perhaps with getting more referrals? What are you trying to achieve? And I suppose some of the feedback was not asking, getting more referrals. Some of you don't have any system whatsoever at this stage. Some of you not seeing enough clients, whether that could be through time or a lot of admin and things like that, but just not having a process to seek more referrals.
And that's typical feedback for us, is that people are either too busy, don't know how to, or don't have a system to get referrals.
Yeah, and just giving you some stats on that. So 75% of you believe referrals are the biggest source of new clients for your business. I'll just end that poll now, so thank you for participating in that. So learning from the best. There's some global players that do this so well, and what we want to do is take what they do so well and adapt it to the financial planning industry, because that's what we're all about today, is adapting what works well and adapt it to financial services so we can learn from the best and then help you grow your business. So Gav, you want to just take through some your findings from learning from the best?
So as well as other research, we examine, I guess, what these 4 global brands have done that to basically grow their businesses almost entirely on referrals. There's Dropbox, Airbnb, Fiverr, and Uber. Now, with Dropbox, they include a referral link in their onboarding process. It's basically as you're about to finish your onboarding with them, they sort of say, hey, do you want to get some more space? And you can get some more space if you refer a friend to Dropbox. So they actually make it as part of their onboarding process. And they make it really easy. As soon as you click on that link there, refer a friend to Dropbox, you get a simple thing to fill out and it's all done for you. So it's a really easy process to refer somebody. And there's a reward for you, which means you can get more of their product. Airbnb, now they actually have a team of 5. They actually manage their referral programs. So it's a very, very important part of their business. And they've actually done a lot of testing and research themselves. And they found that the best promotion is what they call altruistic, which is basically where not only does the person who is giving the referral get a reward, but so does the person who gets the referral. So basically it's a win-win for 2 people. So you're actually giving something to a friend. So promoting giving something to a friend is a really successful way of attracting more referrals. And they make referrals, again, part of their ecosystem. They make it so easy to do. And we've got Fiverr, which is an online freelance business service, and they embed referrals in their messaging part of their website. So they're putting the referrals in front of you all the time. So they're always letting you know that whatever you're doing with Fiverr, that referrals are always there. So they're passively asking all the time for referrals. So we'll show you how you can put that into your system as well, how referrals can be part of your business. And again, they give part of a gift, which is part of, I guess, the discount for their service for a referral. And of course, Uber, you might be familiar with Uber, but every time you go onto Uber, open the app up and you see the map where you want to go to, down the bottom of the screen, there's a free rides link. So clicking on that there takes you to the referral part of their app, which is if you refer somebody, they can get a free ride and you can get a free ride as well. And it's very simple. And in fact, I've used it recently on my mother-in-law when she was in Queensland, and she got a free ride and so did I. I was in Queensland, unfortunately. And also, I recently also used it on my mum as well. So both my mum and my mother-in-law are now on Uber because of that referral link for the free rides.
So when we're looking about today's agenda, it's about 5 steps to get more referrals. That's what we're talking about here. So these are the 5 steps we're going to sort of take you through in more detail.
And that's basically what these other companies are doing as well, part of the research.
Yeah. So to be awesome, simply be easy. So it's very easy to refer, be rewarding, to be there, and to don't be shy. So we're going to cover these now more in depth, one-on-one.
Because the last one we couldn't get a B there, so we put don't be shy.
Absolutely.
And this will work both for your, I guess, network referrals, like from other professionals who may be referring their customers to you, but also to, I guess, peer-to-peer referring, where people are referring a friend. So it works in both instances.
So to be awesome, simply.
So imagine if somebody was going to refer your business and they wanted to describe you to somebody. They might go, I'll go to your website and see what they've got to say about themselves. And they might see a whole lot of bullet points and pages and rows of colourful information, maybe even some videos. But if they had to read everything and try to reiterate that back to their friends, this is what they might come up with, a really complex description of your business. So even though you might be awesome, you might be really complicated to actually recommend to somebody because you sound complicated. So basically what we recommend is what we call a referral statement, where it's really, really simple. So the referral statement has sort of 2 components. It has what you do, your service and profession, and also how you help people, but doing it in their language. So I'll give you some examples. You should contact my service profession and business. And also you might say, we are John, service profession, who recommended we contact you, how you help them. Now that might sound complicated, so I'm going to give you an easy example.
And it's even easier than an elevator pitch. It's coming up with something that they would say, not you.
Okay, so this is what we mean by service profession. We're talking about the word accountant, financial advisor, insurance person, even investment broker. This is the sort of language that people are using to describe you to other people in terms of what you do. And how you help them, this is probably the harder one, but you're talking about, we catch up regularly to keep their finances in order and working for them. A real simple description, simple line. We really get to know people so we can get them the best tax deductions, or we help people invest in ethical companies, or we make sure people are not getting ripped off with dodgy insurance. Also, if you flip that, it's like saying they make sure we are not getting ripped off and paying with dodgy insurance. So basically, think about the person describing you to somebody else in this sort of language. And we can help you do this as well. So in action, somebody's recommending, Peter from Expert, they might say, you should contact my insurance person, Peter from Expert. And then Peter then might say to the person who's been referred, we are John's insurance people who recommended we contact you. We make sure people like John are not getting ripped off with dodgy insurance. So it's really simple language. It sounds natural. It sounds like the sort of thing people would say. And basically, a referral statement should be as simple as that. We can help you do that. Like in the case of Feedsy, people might say, you should contact my email newsletter person, Steve from Feedsy. And, and Steve would say, we are John's email newsletter people who recommended we contact you. And our benefit is we make life really easy for small businesses like John's. So it's, again, really simple language. So making yourself easy to refer is really important.
So be easy to refer. I'll call it from the hardest step. This is where some of the roadblocks start to come in. And an example might be you're talking to a really happy client over a conversation. They've just had some awesome advice from you, and you do actually ask for a referral. Now, I'm not sure how you're asking for that now, but the client's probably thinking, geez, I really would like to refer. Maybe when I get home, I'll try to remember to email some friends. What should I say? Should I include contact details? I can't find a number, email address anywhere. I just thought of someone else as well. Oh, this is hard. So if it's not at their fingertips in terms of a nice, easy and beautiful way to actually refer and introduce you, you could be missing out on some. And that's probably the opportunity cost. Some of you are probably already getting some referrals now, but are you maximizing that and getting as many as what you deserve? And that's by having a nice, easy process for people to, one, articulate what you do, but also to actually refer the contact details through to you so you can follow up on those. And that's what we're talking about, making it nice and easy.
So imagine a system where somebody could push a refer button and it automatically generates a referral to their friend. They get thanked for the referring, and also the business gets notified that referrals happened, and the business can also contact that lead automatically. Imagine a system that was that simple. It will definitely avoid any leakage they might get or people not following through and referring because it's so easy for them. But also you're in the loop as well, so you can actually follow it up the lead and actually close the deal as well. So you want to have a system that's really airtight, that keeps everybody in the loop and makes it really easy for everybody.
Because on the flip side, a couple of reasons why people don't refer is they don't know you're looking for referrals. This overcomes part of that. And also they don't know how to make introductions. And again, this overcomes some of that. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper on how to make it easy for people. So be rewarding. That's the next level we want to talk about. How can you make it rewarding for people so it feels good for you and also the person referring? So again, some stats. Offering a reward increases the referral likelihood, but the size of the reward does not matter. Non-cash incentives are also 24% more effective at boosting performance than cash incentives. So something to think about here, how you might reward the person referring.
So I guess there's three kinds of rewards, aren't there, Steve?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can incentivize that right up front. So people know what the incentive is. And that could be movie tickets, wine, store vouchers, leaderboards, things like that.
So in the case of example is credit. So you might give them some credit for a free month or something.
It's not cash, but it's actually giving them some sort of credit, incentivizing it.
And it could be for both the referrer and the referee. So it could be, I guess, that altruistic that many of the other brands are doing.
Absolutely. And it could just be simply a surprise. So you might do all of those things we've just mentioned, but you do it after the fact. So you give a hamper, you give a dinner voucher, you give a bottle of wine, whatever it might be. So it is a nice surprise, and you might deliver that personally to them perhaps.
But again, you don't promote it. So it's basically a surprise.
And the last one is just to thank. So you might sort of ring them up. Thank you so much. Let's catch up for coffee. It's probably a good opportunity just to network with them, ask them how their business is going to keep that relationship up. Just thank them, pay for their coffee, pay for their lunch, give them a bottle of wine, that sort of thing. So just a simple thank you at the end of it to really make them feel appreciated. And that's what we're doing about all of these scenarios, is making them feel appreciated for what they've done. So being there, this is really what's happening in the background. So passively asking for recommendations. So it's referring a friend, but it could be very ad hocly. It could be passive links on digital communications, website navigations, email footers, SMS, electronic receipts. So it's just stuff that's happening in the background, but it's passively letting people know that you are importantly looking for referrals.
So basically, think about all the digital touch points people have with you, putting a link to that refer a friend on there.
The other one is to proactively do this. So it's actually sending out communications proactively, asking and regularly, importantly, asking for referrals. So it's always there on your regular monthly newsletters. It's always in your social media. So you could actually have a post that's pinned to the top of your social media channels, and an avenue that when people do go into Facebook or whatever it might be, they can actually find a way of linking through to a way to refer a friend, which, as we've just gone through, which will trigger those 4 automated emails. So this is a way you can do it ad hocly or on a regular basis. So don't be shy. This is really being quite proactive. Before I just sort of go through this one, I'm actually asked quite often, and I'm sure you are as well, is how are you going?
How's business?
How's business? And you and I make probably the mistake of saying we are flat out. I get, you might say something like we get 50 emails a day. I'll get X number of appointments. I've got problems with paraplanning. I've got compliance. I've got admin worries.
They're shaking their head.
They're shaking their head thinking, gee, wow, why would I want to send anyone more to you if you've got all these things going on in your business life? And the other really important fact is I am about to refer my mother-in-law, and I want to give her a great experience with a financial planner. I want my financial planner that I refer through to give her lots of time to ask her questions, but you're not giving that impression to them. So the important thing is to say, yeah, I'm busy, but I've always got more time to help small business. I'm so passionate about small business. I'll always make time for new people, especially for my clients and for people like you who I'll make the time for them. So it's just a different way of saying, yeah, I'm busy, but I've always got time. The people do value your time.
Just be mindful of what you say.
Correct. Ask and you shall receive. So,
like for instance, I don't know, many of you might be aware of Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a social media guru. He has a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. This is basically saying that in social media, you don't just ask, which is the right hook. You basically want to give before you ask. So in I guess today's marketing world, it's a very generous medium where you're giving things to people, giving people some education, some entertainment, whatever you're giving them with your communications. If you're giving them enough to creating some goodwill for your brand, then it's okay to ask. People don't mind you asking if you've given them stuff first. So the real mentality is to give stuff before you ask.
Yeah, just a modern day of marketing nowadays is giving, it's adding value all the time, and then ask to be considered. So we've got some scenarios here that Gav, you can probably continue on with this. With onboarding. Yeah.
So with onboarding, obviously you've created some great will by, getting a client on board. So that's a really good time to go, look, I love working with you so far. You've got my proposal. Everything's going ahead smoothly. Look, can you think of anybody else just like you who may also be interested in what we do? So you basically created some goodwill there by giving them some good advice initially, by giving them the proposal, getting them sort of feeling as if they've been listened to. That's also now a good time to ask. Similarly, with your communications, we talked before about email newsletters. So after the great giving of education and great information, there's somewhere in your email newsletter or your quarterly email campaign or on social media, that's also a good place to ask because there's an environment of giving before you ask it. And it's general interaction. So you might have a quarterly or monthly or annual review where you've had some, a really good meeting. Got some great feedback from the client saying, "Well, thank you very much." That's pretty good time to ask. So basically, giving them good advice, giving them some good feedback, giving them some good ear time. That's a good time to ask as well.
Good. So you all, no doubt, have asked a client at one point in time if you would like to be considered for helping a friend. So you might go like this. I'm glad you're happy with our service. Hey, as you probably know, our business has been built on word of mouth. If you don't mind, could I ask you to think of anyone who might also like our help? Great. We have a refer a friend link on their website, which makes it super easy. Now, this conversation could actually be happening face-to-face. It could actually be happening over the phone or however, but the conversation leaves them with the epiphany, if you like, or the acknowledgement that they can just go to your website and refer a friend for that to all occur. So essentially you're giving them the easiest and the best way to make that referral.
Because often those first three sentences might have already happened, but then people go, like the other guy before, who's stressed out on the phone going, what do I do now? How do I refer someone? God, that's too hard. Whereas you might have sent them an email with a link to that refer page. So I guess what we're going to try to do is help you ask, but then also to close the deal with the referral as well, to actually get the referral to happen.
Some of your strategic alliances that you work with may also have, be a constant flow of referrals for you. But if they had a link, maybe it's easier for them as well to sort of refer your business. So just covering off, be awesome simply. We sort of talked about that, how to make it really easy for people, rewarding, be there consistently, and don't be shy to ask. So we'd like to now introduce how Feedsy referrals,
do a drum roll.
drum roll, how Feedsy referrals work. So we're going to take the best of breed globally that we've been researching, and how do we apply that to the financial services industry, to your business. So be awesome simply. We help create your referral statement, how someone would recommend you in their language, your service profession, and how you help them.
So we've actually created templates, so you can sort of choose one of our sort of suggested referral statements, or we'll actually work with you to achieve this. So actually, this is great. Actually, it's quite daunting for some people. We make it really simple for you and hold you by the hand and help you solve this problem.
Yep. During our process, we come up with that for you. So the hardest part is now the easiest part, Gav.
That's right. So everything is automated for the referrer, for you, and for you. Now, rather than describe these here, I might just show you how it all works. So basically, when somebody refers a friend, they go to a landing page. It's like a landing page which is in your brand, your colours, with your messaging, which we work with you on, and they can basically provide their information and their friend's information, and then they refer a friend. They then get a thank you saying, hey, thanks for doing that, and they get the opportunity to refer someone else if they want to. They don't have to, but they might want to.
Well, they can say that's enough for today if they want to an exit. Yep. So that's it.
So once the referral's done, this happens. An email goes to you saying, hey, guess what? You've got a referral. Fantastic. And it'll tell you the referral is from and who the referral is. Then an automatic email will go from the person who's referring to their friend on their behalf. So you'll send an email from them to their friend using your referral statement. So it can be made really simple, really easy to understand, and basically easy for the person referring because it's done for them. Then you'll also get and then you'll thank the referrer automatically. So the person who's referring you gets a thank you from you saying, thank you so much for doing it. Really appreciate it. It means so much to us. And that message can be customized by you, and we'll help you through the process. But then 2 days later, in your official email, you'll send an email to the person who's being referred saying, hey, your friend has recommended that we contact you and said it's okay that we call you. And basically, if you want to contact us, here's our contact details. You might have a Calendly link or something like that where people actually can book a time with you. It could be a phone number, it could be an email address. We work with you to work at the best call to action. But basically, you are putting in their inbox an email from you saying your friend recommended you that we give you a call. Now, you could do more than one email. Most people just do one, but you can actually do another follow-up email maybe in 7 days' time where they actually have a second email that goes to them. But this is all totally automated. You don't have to do anything at all. As soon as a referral happens, this is automatic. And then you get some great stats on who's been referred. And I'll show you some more details in a minute, how that looks like, for you to make a really good, warm, confident phone call. If they even called you already.
Yeah. But I think the important thing is you get to customize all of these. What Gav said, you get to customize what goes out. And, the person referring is actually introducing themselves and giving you a really warm introduction so that your response is actually nice and warm because you've actually been endorsed.
And then you get stats. So you better see how many referrals you're attracting. You better see when they arrived. And also you better see some information about the referral. You better see who referred them. If you are offering a reward, you better see what the reward was. So you can make sure they get the right reward when the time's right. And also you can sort of see how many emails have opened up, what they've clicked on, what they've read. So you actually get really good information about that person before you contact them.
Yep. If you actually change the reward, like 1 month you might have a movie voucher, next time nothing, the reward's actually attached to the person. So if you do change it, you actually know what you've promised or what you need to deliver for that particular referral. So be rewarding. Incentivize, surprise, or simply thank. It's entirely up to you. and we can help you promote or test incentives. And that's what I was saying before. If you have a movie voucher 1 month, then you take that off, then you might give away or a voucher towards some sort of your level of service or a level of advice. That's entirely up to you to promote what works best for you.
It could even be a donation to a charity. It could be anything.
Absolutely. And this is how, right up front, you incentivize that. So your terms and conditions happen right up front.
Yeah, so we'll basically help you work out, does the reward happen to both people? Does it happen after they're converted, or does it just happen because they've referred somebody? So we'll work with you to work out the conditions. But this whole setup process is very quick. It's very easy to do.
Yeah, and customized to your business. So all the conditions, everything's all... Okay, so being there, constantly displaying your Feedsy referral link on everything that you do. I think that's the important thing. It's being present, it's being proactive, and it's being regular. So how does that look? On your website, you've got a refer a friend button. On your emails, you've got a refer a friend link. For those of you that might currently have been exposed to Feedsy a little bit, you'll see that some of our emails look like this. You've got a nice palette down the bottom here, a nice plate, all about how not keeping this a secret, or your referral ecosystem here, which has got that button. So it's constantly letting people know that you are open to referrals, and it looks beautiful and easy, and people see it on a regular basis.
And we also give you tips too how to customize this URL with a simple tag at the end, which means you can tell where referrals are coming from. So you go, wow, most referrals are coming from our email footer, or most of our referrals are coming from our website. So you better see exactly where the referrals are coming from.
So don't be shy. We can help you ask. So asking for, ask content for you to share, edit, duplicate, or reuse whenever you like.
So we'll give you a series of posts or stories that you can customize and you can share on social media. You can include in your email newsletter. Wherever you want to share it, you can share it. Or we'll give you also some automated emails that go out once a quarter. That basically is a plain text email from you to your selected customers by ticking your box. And this will go out once a quarter with a different message each time saying, hey, why don't you refer a friend in a nice way. And we have sort of different creative ways of saying this, which you can also customize as well really easily.
Yeah. So basically when you adopt like a Feedsy referral ecosystem for yourself, we want to do everything we can to help you get more referrals. And that's sort of to do with article posts, like I've said, emails, you can be proactive. We'll do everything we can to give you the content to be proactive in generating referrals.
We'll give you some social media tips as well.
So the Feedsy packages. Now, for those of you we have spoken to previously, you might notice the name change here. We used to have products like web and app and mail and web and things like that, but the 3 packages essentially now is how we help businesses. So the communicator is like a monthly email. We provide 10 stories a week, and we provide a beautiful looking blog, and that is swept up and emailed out to customers, your customers, each and every month. So that is a beautiful and easy, compliant way to communicate to clients. The campaigner digs a little bit deeper, and we can segment clients. You can have automatic birthday reminders, new subscriber journeys, like a thank you when someone subscribes, pop-up, web app, Feedsy print to create ebooks and things like that. And you can actually send up to 5 emails per month. Like, for example, the RBA updates or May budget updates, Christmas, Easter, significant things like that. So you get down and dirty with some really nice campaigns through segmentation. The Advocator has all of these features that I've just mentioned, and essentially has the referral ecosystem as well. What we're working on now is onboarding journeys, which will be a part of this package because it has the same technology in it, where you tick a box and basically people can get a welcome pack from you over a series of emails. So it's a nice one to watch out for.
Now, we're also very excited to announce that this is a special thing for AMP and Hillross members. We've got a special partnership now with YTML. Now, a lot of you might be already familiar with YTML. They do a lot of websites with the AMP group. But we've actually got a special arrangement where we can help them and they can help you, and we can help each other together. Now, what we love about YTML is that they really align with our values. And one thing they're going to do too is make it so that integrating your Feedsy with their website, there'll be no extra cost in doing so. So to add a link to their website for the referral or for your news page for Feedsy, they'll do that at no extra cost. But these guys are specialists in the financial advisory websites. They've got over 700 active customers in the sector, so they know you guys inside and out, and they make it so easy for you. We've got a special promotion, which we'll talk about in more details about how it all works, about if you're both a Feedsy and a YTML client, what benefits you get. But like Feedsy, not only are they easy and beautiful, but they're also very affordable as well. And they've got special pricing for AMP and Hill Ross Dealer Group clients. So it's almost like it's a third of the price basically to set up. It's a really affordable setup cost for a website. And I think you agree that's a very good price for a website. And they have a very, very low monthly fee. And those prices include GST, where any changes, any updates are all covered in the monthly fee. So it's a very low ongoing fee, which also includes hosting, where everything's taken care of for you. So no matter how many times you change your FSG or your disclaimer or your general advice warning, whatever, it's all covered in the fee.
And I guess what they're a great partner in, why we sort of raised it today, some of you might already have a YTML website right now, or at least considering one right now. So because of the AMP relationship. So Feedsy and YTML working together just makes things easy for you. You can get on with delivering advice, and between us, we can take care of everything digital for you. Okay, so this is, if you've got a YTML website, you might have like a news button, or even if you've got a current website that you've had developed already, you've got a news button and it goes to a beautiful looking blog here that gets fed with articles each and every week. And once a month, Feedsy comes through and sweeps up these articles and emails them to your clients, all in your brand, linked to and from your website, and you can go into any of these articles and share them socially. You have a whole series of categories to choose from, and we basically ask you to choose 10 categories of your liking.
So just choose your own story mix, we call it.
Yeah, choose your story mix. Also, I mentioned that once a month that these get swept up. You can see the articles here. They get swept up and your blog basically gets emailed to your clients. So how easy is that? So you've got a beautiful looking blog that could include our stories that we come up with and also your stories. And once you publish them, they go into your blog and it just gets emailed out to your clients. So that's just a beautiful way of sending out your blog.
Yeah, so our blog isn't just our stories, it's also your stories too. You can add your own things.
Or video, so it can include video as well.
The video is just a matter of copy and pasting a YouTube link. It's really easy. So all packages have this, and all packages have, I guess, the analytics in the background for the emails to be able to see your open rates and click rates, to be able to see who's opening what, to be able to see what are the most popular stories. So you can get a real feel for, I guess, how successful your email campaigns are going.
Yep. And we're getting some awesome stats on this. The global average is about 20% here and 2% here, and we're getting between 30 and 60%. And here, so you can see, and that's by using MailChimp. So we think that our beautiful design and the stories are really enhancing readership, and that's what your stats are all about. If you can't measure, you can't improve what you're doing.
And also you can sort of see per person what they're opening, what they're clicking on too. So you get a really good feeling about how engaged that person is. And next time you make that phone call, you know more information about them.
Yep. And you hear a bit of a snapshot here of what all your most popular stories are each month. And they're not technical. They're quite often lifestyle. So that's why our content is pretty awesome, because it doesn't get bogged down in strategy. They come to you for that, the tough stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, we find some of those popular stories are travel stories, how they want to spend their wealth, not how to make it.
Yeah.
You can also, as we also do with the campaigner product and Advocator, you can also create your own campaigns. So you can send campaigns choosing 1 or 2 stories or no stories even, and you can sort of customize the message a lot more. So we have different templates. One's more of a plain template, which is more of a personal email from you. It has 3 different ways of displaying stories, or we have the normal Feeds email template, which is sort of more of a glossy newsletter. So you can use those for invitations, you can use them for an update on something, but you can choose 1 or 2 templates to really sort of get the right message across.
You don't have to have any stories in here if you don't want to either. You can send a mass email out to everyone. But any story that you do pick is obviously just picking stories that are in your blog.
And we also include, obviously, your refer a friend link on both of them as well.
So segmentation is a really good one. That's in our campaigner and our advocator plan, where you can segment on anything really. It could be service level of your clients, prospects, service 1, 2, 3, and 4, It could be generational segments, so Gen X, Gen Y, retirees. It could even be, if you want it to be, come down to investment, risk tolerance. If the people that are invested in equities, if your database says it, we can segment it. So it comes down to your own imagination in terms of how you are marketing or want to market to your clients. We'll customize this segmentation for your business.
So we'll do it for you. And in the Campaigner Advocator, you also get a birthday mail. So it basically gets triggered on the morning of their birthday at about, I think, 7 in the morning, I think it arrives. And there's, I guess, 2 templates to choose from. One is more just a straight email. One is more, has an illustration. In this case, it's got an animated birthday cake on it.
Yeah.
And you can customize that message as well. And when a new subscriber joins you, or you enter a new subscriber, they'll get an automatic email saying, hey, welcome to our subscribing list. Keeping in the know is very important to us, and there's a customized message that you can customize saying, welcome to our newsletter, keep an eye out for it next month. And with the Campaigner Advocator, you also get what we call web apps. So it's like having an app without being an app. We call it the Clayton's app, where when somebody looks at your news stories on a mobile device, a little pop-up will happen, inviting them to add it to their home screen, whether it's an Android or an Apple, and that becomes basically an app. So an app icon gets added to their home screen, so your brand's there all the time for them to click on, and then to get your most recent stories. It's like having a news app without having a news app. Yep. So it saves people having to go to the App Store to download it.
And within that app, there could be any sort of links to the asset calculators. There could be links to your service proposition, all that type of thing. Google Maps, the whole bit. So there's a beautiful little menu in here. Some of you might have a link to AMP My Portfolio or something like that, but they're going through your brand, which is, I think, is important because you've got the relationship.
And we'll say Feedsy Print too. So you can actually use your content from your Feedsy web, your blog, to actually create printed fact sheets, newsletters, ebooks, white papers, whatever you want to print out in seconds. It's a matter of choosing a title, subtitle, choosing your stories and going print. It's a really simple way to do a pre-formatted newsletter. It has all the disclaimer stuff on the footer, so it's all compliant as well.
Yep. And for those of you, back when I was at AMP, we used to do these AMP learning campaigns. Some of you might still be doing them, but you can print off a beautiful little fact sheet that might be on insurance or retirement or whatever, and you could do your mailings by hard copy if you want to. And everything online actually supports what you're doing on a hard copy level. So for those of you involved in those, you can print off those things within seconds.
And of course, because it's a blog, you can share it on social media yourself. In fact, anybody can share that on social media. But if you're too busy to share it on your own social media platform, your own Facebook page or LinkedIn, for instance, we can do that for you too. So Feedsy Social is a service we offer as an add-on. So we actually can help you manage your social media activity for you if you so wish to, or you can do it yourself. Yep. It's entirely up to you.
Even create their page for them. If you haven't got a business page, we can create that for you as well.
Or optimize it, maybe optimize it for you.
Correct.
And of course, you get the referral engine, Feedsy Referrals. So everything we just showed you comes with the referral engine as well. So we help you be awesome, be easy, be rewarding, be there, and to ask with all those fantastic features.
So the Feedsy packages, we sort of mentioned those earlier. I'll just run through the cost and also the special offer today. So that's a one-off setup fee, and we have monthly fees. This is our light platform, the ones in brackets. Main difference between this particular price and this one is that you get 10 times the content with here. So you get 1 story per week, and here you get 10 per week. Even though your newsletters are sent monthly, your stories are updated every week for you, because some of you might want to share it on social media. So we've sort of covered what's included here. But the special offer today, within the next week, I should say, if you would like to book a time to catch up, and we'll go through that, is 20% off of the setup fees or 50% on the Advocator. Now, the special offer within 7 days is basically we'll send you out the copy of this presentation and also a calendar link. And all we ask is that you book in for more information. We're going through things fairly quickly today, but all we ask is that perhaps we have a 15-minute conversation to look at what you're doing in your business and basically how we can adapt Feedsy if that's something you would like in the short or long term. but we'll talk a little bit more about that before we leave today. So what is a referral worth? I'd just like to, we did some research with financial advisors, and the research came back that a new client could be worth $2,000 up front in initial advice, and then perhaps ongoing $1,000 per year for your ongoing service proposition. So $3,000 in the first year if that client came on board with you through a referral. If you were converting, say, 5 referrals resulting in 1 new client, your conversion rate was 20%. If that occurred, the Feedsy referrals, and that was additional, Feedsy referrals could help you generate an extra $7,200 a year, because that's basically 2.5 extra clients that you would pick up there, but 12 extra referrals might result in that. So that's probably just a bit of an algorithm. We know you like stats, and you like a bit of a return on investment. But I'd like to just ask our second poll now, what is a referral worth to you? Is that actually too high? Is it about right, or is that too low in terms of perhaps what you think for your business? So some of you, early indication there is about right. 100% of you so far about right.
The other day we had three-way split.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we normally find about right is usually the middle. So we just to make sure we're not over promising. But we are finding that between 1 and 2 referrals, extra referrals from our system is about right. So this one actually has 1 extra referral per month through our system.
And we're actually achieving that for ourselves and our business at the moment. So, and we're offering that altruistic approach where we're sort of giving people that come through to us, clients that refer us, a free month of Feedsy, but we're also giving the referral a free month as well. So we're making them look good in the referrer's eyes. All right, well, thank you for participating in that poll. I'll just finish that off now. But also just continuing on, if that was to improve a little bit, so the same setup fees and ongoing, but say you converted 25%, 4 referrals and 1 new client, and perhaps you got 2 a month. That results in potentially an extra $18,000 per annum for you in terms of using this approach, because you're making it really simple and easy, and you're having this automated system to work for your business. So there's a fair bit of opportunity there to generate more referrals for your business around some stats that we've just estimated. So I'm guessing that would be good for your business, essentially. And that's what we're all about. We want to add value to your business. So a bit of a return on investment. If we look through those initial costs of the referral ecosystem, that 50% off the setup fee, the $259 per month equals that per annum.
For the first year?
For the first year. But we're looking return on investment. We talked through the highs and lows of what that could mean for your business, and there's some significant return on investment there for your business.
But it gets better in your second year because the costs are lower. You've already paid the setup fee,
and
so
people return. They keep paying that service fee for you, and hopefully they could even refer others because they're now sort of caught up in that referral ecosystem.
Now, there's also the special offer too with YTML. So basically, this slide's pretty better actually. So if you get a new YTML website and a new Feedsy package together, I mean, they could happen sort of a little bit apart, but at the same, if you haven't got a YTML website at the moment, you haven't got a Feedsy package, if you get those 2 things together, and also if you refer a friend for YTML, so if you refer a friend to YTML, then you'll get not only the special price that they give AMP Hillross, the dealer group, but also you get an additional $100 off their setup fee. Plus, you also get the Feedsy offer, which is basically the 50% off the full package or 20% off the other packages. Plus, we'll give you 2 months free of both Feedsy and YTML. So you're going to be saving extra months of subscriptions plus setup fee, which are a lot cheaper. So that's a special offer that's for, I guess, the next 7 days. If you make a booking with Feedsy, you can actually get both of those together. However, if you've already got YTML, a YTML website, and you add on Feedsy to it, then basically we'll give you the Feedsy offer, and plus we'll give you the 2 months free. Likewise, if you've already got Feedsy and you get YTML new, then you'll basically get the YTML offer and 2 months free of YTML. So whichever package you're adding, you get two free months of plus a special setup price.
Yeah, so I guess if you're just really thinking about what you haven't got at the moment, and by working in conjunction with YTML and Feedsy, we can obviously make it worthwhile for you on either end, because we do have that partnership and your best interests at heart.
And of course, all the other advantages of having YTML, be able to add Feedsy to your website, to add the referral link to your website and no extra charge is also a great benefit. And also their sites are fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So we've sort of spoken a bit about the opportunity here in terms of your saving. And obviously, if you go to the YTML, you get 3 months of this. So it's pretty significant saving when you add that up, because you could be getting referrals over that time as well. So there is some good savings to be there. Obviously, there's a lot of information we've gone through, a lot of savings. This webinar is recorded. We are going to send it to you. So if you do have an interest, probably the first thing is to book in, because we can go through it purely just how it affects you. So within the next 7 days, all you need to really do is to book a time. So that could be next week, it could be next month, it could be even on Friday this week. So essentially, that's a direct link to my calendar for a time that's either 15 minutes in duration or 1 hour in duration to have a conversation about your business and what you're trying to achieve in your time. So it's all about your business and what you're trying to achieve, and we just want to have a chat to answer any of your questions. So to lock in that appointment within 7 days also locks in the discounts that we've just sort of mentioned from YTML and Feedsy.
And Steve loves a chat too. So
love a chat and love a coffee.
That's why it's Steve, not me. I like talking TV. I'm more of the back end guy.
So if you like catch, if you are local, I'll catch up face to face for a coffee. If not, we'll do it through a Zoom presentation, and I'll probably have my cup of coffee on my desk here ready to have one with you. So I do love a chat. I love financial services. I love advice. I believe in advice, and I really do look forward to hearing more about your business.
And if Steve discovers that you also need a new website, or want to upgrade your website to a YTML website, we'll put you in the right direction too to make sure you can get that offer. And the guys from YTML, they'll see you and talk to you about your needs and help you get started as well.
Good. Well, that's probably pretty much all from us at this stage, Gav. So we do appreciate your time. And as I said, we'll send a copy of this presentation to you in the next, tomorrow probably you'll get a copy of the presentation.
Yep. So, and we'll send you a link. We actually send you this link as well, probably in about an hour or so. So look out for your inbox for this link. You can always do it now, but we'll give you a link. So you can just click on your email and go straight to Steve's diary. Plus you've got a YouTube link of the video today.
Good. Thanks for attending, and we look forward to having a chat with you when the time's right.
Thank you.